And the Liberties start out with the ball. Outside, Stewart. To the middle. Here's Ionescu. Sutton with the rebound.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Jones. Pass to Gustafson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
And here's Ionescu. First quarter play, 1 minute played. Outside, Stewart. Basket counts. Now Sutton.
The third WNBA title for Breanna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York. Man, it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing the Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Here's Jones. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, Jones has a talent for owning the boards. Here she keeps the play alive and finishes it strong.
Pass to Carlton.
Caldwell.
She's covered by Gardner. Here's Carlton. Shot clock at 6 from downtown. Gardner pulls it in.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
A nice shot by Stewart.
A shot like that is in Stewart's comfort zone. And that's just a result of her determination and really more so her confidence.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Gustafson. And here's Sutton.
Carlton on the wing.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
What great form. You can see why Carlton's an excellent three-point option.
New York leading. Ionescu outside. Stewart up top. Outside, Sabali. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Check out Sabali's composure right there, not allowing the shot clock to throw her off at all.
Gustafson with it. Pass to Carlton. Now here's Gustafson. Guarded by Jones. Here's Sutton. From outside, off the mark. And so it's New York with it. Now here is Ionescu. Drills the three-pointer.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Here's Caldwell. Shoots the 3. And it's Breanna Stewart with the rebound. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Pass to Sabali. Here's Stewart. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Out to the right wing. Now Carlton. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Ionescu outside. Stewart from deep, Satu Sabali. And Jones pulls it down. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Carlton. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, these coaches want to create these looks for Carlton, get her shots in rhythm.
Inside. Here's Jones. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Sutton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Shots are falling. She's having a strong quarter.
Now here's Ionescu. Pass to Stewart. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. And here's Satu Sabali outside. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Carlton. She's got 9. The pick by Jones. Carlton, shot is off. Jones outside. Ionescu right side. Pass to Gardner. Now Stewart. On the wings, Satu Sabali. Back to Stewart. This one for 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead. 3's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 9. Ionescu outside. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
You think about it, it's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before, 2023. And it wasn't easy. It took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling. So comfortable around the rim. Megan Gustafson, a very good finisher.
Pass to Jones. And here's Gardner. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That one, no good.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the target.
Now Sutton, covered by Ionescu. The pick by Jones. Here's Sutton. That 3 off the mark. And it's New York's ball. It's a 5-point game. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Back to Jones. Here's Sutton. Carlton. From the arc. Stewart grabs the miss. Down low.
Hey, who's guarding her? Get her!
Trying to get back on track. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Here's Sutton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy buckets.
Pass to Gustafson. Sutton. Now here's Gustafson. Off target with the 3.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Stewart.
Now they're getting their points now almost exclusively from 3-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
And it's blocked by Brianna Stewart. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Liberty out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. All right, guys, the Liberty enjoying a nice lead here.
They've come out of the gate strong and put in a solid first quarter.
A lot of good looks for them on offense so far. Just quality shots.
Angsler, no good. And so it's New York with it. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Charles, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
The rebound by the Liberty. And here's Sabali. For 3. It's rebounded by Angsler.
They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
And it's good for 2. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Now Johannes. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside, Sabali. Pass to Johannes. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
Smooth sailing for New York. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. 2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Outside, Sabali. Fires for 3.
And Carlton pulls it down. And we've seen Satou Sabali take her game to another level. Fellas, how has she done that?
Well, to me, you look at her three-point numbers. In the first 3 years, about 25% from deep. Last 2 years, a blistering 43%. Satou's consistency from deep has really opened up the floor in the rest of her game.
Sabali's shot is off.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
Over to the wing. Pass to Jones. To the inside. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Excellent decision by Haley Jones. She operates best with the ball, making decisions.
Here's Johannes. Tina Charles for 3. That one's off. She's now 1 for 2. Jones outside. Guarded by Charles. And there's a pick. 5 on the clock. Carlton gets the bucket.
Another hoop for Carlton. I like her approach tonight, looking for chances to score it.
Charles up top. Sabali. Guarded by Jones. She scores the basket, and that's field goal number 3 for her.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
They got to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks. But when you go through those cold streaks, you have to find ways to stay productive.
Yeah, and the coach might be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies, because sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Now here's Jones, defended by Stewart. Gustafson with it. He has 5. Jones, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carlton. And it's off from three-point range.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's Johannes. Outside Stewart. Sabali. Good for another basket. Number 4 today, and she is 4 for 8.
Throwing her weight around down low, Satu Sabali.
Jones outside. Pass to Carlton. From outside the arc. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game, and she's hoisted up 11 so far.
That is a huge performance for her. She drained 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and she's got 2 more here in the second.
Left side, Sabali. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
You can count on Sabali getting you double digits because she is a scoring machine. And at 6'4", she is a dominant force.
First free throw is good.
How about the toughness of Satu Sabali, both mentally and physically? She's a competitor who really pushes herself to get her team exactly what they need.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And when you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 15. Count it.
Using her length to find her shot inside. Sabali is a real threat on the interior.
Pass to Gustafson. Jones, defended by Stewart. Now Sutton. Here's Carlton. The three-pointer, no good. Right side, Sabali. Shoots over Jones. Sabali, no good. Jones outside. Pass to Gustafson. Sutton. Lets it go from deep. Gets that one to drop. First of the game after 4 straight misses.
And while Sutton doesn't shoot it great from 3, she does make enough of them to make the defense respect it.
Back to Ionescu. The 3 ball. Gustafson with the rebound.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
Now here's Carlton. She's got 15. The three-pointer is on target.
12 straight points off the 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 15. Tipped. It's stolen by Stewart. Outside Sabali. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call. Here's Sutton. Pass to Carlton. Sutton. Now Caldwell. Here's Gustafson, guarded by Charles. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, you look back at the career of Megan Gustafson, she's been cut a bunch of times, but she never gave up, carved out a spot in this league.
Outside Sabali. That's her sixth field goal today, and with that, she is 6 for 11.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
They set the pick. Pass to Sutton. The pick by Jones. For three, just 5 to shoot. Sutton with the bucket.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Now here's Stewart. 15 points in the game. Good on the shot.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
Jones outside. Pass to Gustafson. And here's Sutton. Here's Gustafson. It's rebounded by Sabali.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the boards hard.
And that effort has really been the key to their lead.
Ionescu outside. Now here's Stewart. Ionescu outside. That one falls. Great assist by Satu Sabali.
One of the hardest workers in the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu has worked really hard at perfecting that shot.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
Shooting two.
And she can't get the first one. She hits the second from the line.
She didn't have a single free throw in the first quarter, but she started to play with a little bit more edge to her game here in the second.
Pass to Gardner. Outside Sabali. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
And here's Carlton. 18 points for her. Pass to Gustafson. The three. That shot, no good. So we conclude the first half. It's the Liberty. They lead by 13. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. And you know, Satu Sabali has been exceptional here, guys.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes.
Stay here.
Pass to Caldwell. And here's Carlton. Off the mark there with the three.
And in that epic 2024 WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones took home MVP honors.
Yeah, she shot it 56, 43, and 100 for the series. Now, New York struggled at times offensively, and Jones had to carry the load to give the Liberty their first WNBA title.
But they recover it. Three-pointer. They get it back. Outside for Stewart. And she's good on the three ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Pass to Carlton. Here's the three. The rebound by the Liberty.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that three, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Sabali. Outside Stewart. And again, it's New York with a three.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, and they're doing some damage.
Yeah, the D struggling to take that away from them.
Here's Sutton. She's got 6. Right wing. Pass to Carlton. Good, and Haley Jones getting the assist.
After a three on the other end, you know Bridget Carlton wanted one of her own.
Now here's Gardner. On the wings, Satu Sabali. Carlton defending. Ionescu outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Now Gustafson. 9 points in the game. Pass to Carlton. The pick by Jones. 6 to shoot. Carlton's shot is off.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Carlton.
21 points in the game.
A lot of clanks by them early in the second here so far. Only 1 make on 5 tries.
Hey, look over here. Stop ball.
Pass to Stewart. Jones right side.
Switch back with me. Switch back with me.
Sabali. No good on the triple. Here's Sutton. And Brianna Stewart with the block.
Protecting the rim. Brianna Stewart, one of the best defenders in the world.
Stop ball.
Ionescu outside. And here's Sabali. Pass to Gardner. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. Takes the three. Here's Jones. Again, the Liberty, good for 2.
A rugged competitor who never fears a challenge. Jones can finish despite contact.
Follow the screen.
Now Carlton. To halt the run. Bangs home the trifecta.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
Ionescu outside. Outside Stewart.
Hey, I'm right here.
Let's go with a 3. And that one's in too. She has missed only 3 of the 13 shots she's attempted.
Wow, what a great performance from her. She's hit 3 3-pointers in each half.
Now here's Carlton.
She's got 24.
Yo, over here.
Shoots over Sabali. Carlton's shot is off.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Pass to Sabali. Back to Stewart. The 3. Here's Gardner. There's the 3.
And Carlton pulls it down.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Carlton.
And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Ah, that's a tough bucket from Carlton. That's not a shot she makes when she entered the league. But Bridget has really worked on her strength.
Here's Stewart. Gardner. Sabali the screen. Fires the 3.
And Carlton pulls it down.
She just has not been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Sutton.
Watch the cutter.
And here's Carlton. She's covered by Gardner. Here's Carlton. She's got 26. Jonquel Jones with the block.
Covering lots of ground with her 6'6" height. Jones protecting the paint.
To the paint. And she banks in the layup.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here's Sutton. 6 points for her. Pass to Gustafson.
Right here.
Now Caldwell. From past the arc. The rebound by the Liberty. To the middle. Stewart. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And the Liberty call time here.
The Liberty making a switch here.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
As a talented scorer and rebounder, Breanna Stewart is a threat on both sides of the ball. But on offense especially, she can really be a nightmare to try and guard.
Here's Sutton. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Jonquel Jones. She misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Ionescu has it. She's got 14. Pass to Jones.
Switch back with me. Switch back with me.
Stewart.
Pick up back.
Call that switch. Come on, call
Yo,
that switch.
come around. Hit me, right here.
Back to Sabali. Takes the three. It's good, and that's 8 baskets for her, 8 for 15 shooting.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's Angsler. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock is at 3. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Liberty.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Here's Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Fires it. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Moves so well without the ball, and Jones is a tireless talent that defenders struggle to keep up with.
Now Sutton, covered by Ionescu. Now Sutton. She's got 6. Over Ionescu. No dice from the high post.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
A nice shot by Stewart.
They're in good position here, thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
Pick up left. Hey. Screen coming down. Hey,
Pass to Angsler.
go. Come on, lock him down. Help me out. Hey. Stop all. Feed me. Hey, watch the wall.
And here's Sutton.
Hey, set it up.
Over Ionescu. No good. Unable to end this run.
Hey, switch back with me. Ice.
Here's Phoebish. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Oh, hit me.
Pass to Stewart. Wide open look. That one falls.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space, but Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
Yo, by yourself. Watch the roller.
And here's Sutton.
Right here. I got yours.
Here's Caldwell.
Take her. Pull it out. Hit me.
Jones.
Ball. Hey, help me out.
From the baseline. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Liberty out in front, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the 4th. And it's New York's ball.
Yo, keep going. Left.
Now Johannes. Inside. Charles with the bucket.
Another good pass, impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Pass to Carlton. Wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Johannes. Phoebish. The basket drops and she gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up for her.
With her phenomenal speed, those kind of wide open buckets can come in bunches for her.
Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your
One shot.
guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players, even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
ISO.
Pass to Johannes.
ISO.
Pick up left. Come on, pick up left.
Now here's Allen.
I got you half left. Yo, here I come. I'm back.
Outside Vivians. Off target from outside. Now here's Angsler. 20 feet out. Rebounded by Phoebish.
Boy, I mean, that shot had no chance of going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places she could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Yo. Set it up. Pal, go get him. Hold that switch.
Pass to Carlton.
I got it.
Angsler.
Get ball. On the paint. Eyes on the paint. Hey.
And here's Carlton. Misses the three.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Here's Johannes.
No good from outside.
On for the first time ever, the league extended the schedule to 44 games. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it's been a great idea. There's so much interest in the league. The fans, the broadcasters, everybody. We want more action. We want more games.
And factor in the expansion teams coming in recently, it felt like there needed to be a few more games on the slate.
Here's Phoebish.
Hold that switch.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Vivians misses. Now here's Angsler. Covered by Vivians. Pass to Carlton. They need this. Sinks the triple.
What's gotten into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
And here's Johannes. There's a screen. For a three, Victoria Vivians. It's good from long range.
Well, that's an assertive three ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Angsler, no good.
Yeah, just like me. I can't believe that layup didn't fall. I don't think she can either.
Down low.
Now Johannes.
Pass to Phoebish.
And again, it's New York with a three.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
One thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams in Toronto and Portland.
And remember, too, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well.
The basket counts and one. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. So both teams changing it up here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, you give so much credit to Victoria Vivians. Had a serious knee injury that really cost her 2 seasons, but she's come back and looks great.
Pass to Caldwell.
Here's Carlton. From deep, hits it from three-point range.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Down low.
Here's Johannes.
To the right side.
Eyes on the paint.
And here's Phoebish.
Victoria Vivians for 3. That shot off the mark. Jones outside. Pass to Gustafson. Here's Caldwell. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And here's Johannes.
And you look at the growth of the WNBA, incredible numbers all over the board the last few years.
Recently, the league saw highs in viewership and attendance. The WNBA was the fastest growing league brand as well.
It feels like there's been a tipping point reached. I mean, the WNBA has a lot of momentum at the moment, and they've done their best to take advantage of it.
Here's Sutton. Pass to Carlton. Haley Jones on the wing.
A good-looking shot from the wing.
What a confident jumper by Jones. She's put work into becoming more consistent with her jump shot.
Now Johannes. Now here's Charles.
Covered by Gustafson.
For three, Victoria Vivians. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Not shy from outside. They're spreading the floor and chucking them up.
And I like that mentality, playing to win as opposed to playing it safe.
Now, why not take some chances?
Come on.
Now here's Carlton.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Here's Johannes. Pass to Phoebish.
Now Vivians. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Now here's Gustafson. And here's Caldwell. Pass to Sutton.
Carlton shoots it up. A rebound by Charles.
Stay here.
Now Johannes.
Stop ball.
And there's the pick.
Get down.
Switch back with me.
Now Phoebish.
Me.
Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Here's Johannes.
Big left.
To the wing, right side. Outside Vivians.
Help.
And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Carlton's shot is off. And here's Johannes.
Pass to Phoebish. Over Carlton.
Again, the Liberty good for 2.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Here's Caldwell.
To stop the run. Gets it to go from downtown.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Pass to Charles. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
All into her late 30s, Tina Charles continues to be one of the best scorers in the league.
I mean, it's just incredible how she's aged. Charles led the league in scoring during her 11th season in the WNBA.
The first free throw is good.
Rookie of the Year, perennial All-Star, league MVP. There's few things in this league Tina Charles hasn't accomplished.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
I got your help, lad.
Now Sutton.
Hey, close down.
Pass to Gustafson. Sutton. There's the triple. Rebound, Tina Charles. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Spring her open. Yo, by yourself, by yourself.
Here's Johannes.
Watch the roller.
Heads up.
Hey, right here. I got yours.
Releases.
Take her.
Gustafson with the rebound. Jones with it.
Go. Come on, lock them down.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
And that'll wrap it up